Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a tier list on, Primal Clash and Jurassic Clash, which, for the most part, these figures are the same, though to tell the truth, they were just released in different lineups in different parts of the world and things. It's really confusing, but they're literally made by the same company, and also most of the figures are been reused. And also, I believe these figures have just recently been re-released, though I don't know if they've been released in the US, at least I haven't seen them. And I remember when these came out around the same time as Fallen Kingdom, so about 2018. So yeah, and I believe they also had a lineup before then. But yeah. Anyways, let's jump into this video. So first we have what they label as a pterodactyl. No, this is the Dimorphodon, but I gave it a C tier because it looked a little bit weird. But it was actually marketed as a Dimorphodon. I'd probably rank this a little bit higher, maybe even a B tier for this. Next we have C tier for the Stegosaurus, which just everything is wrong with this. They could have went with almost any other Stegosaurid and they probably would have been correct. Like, this looks nothing like Stegosaurus. It literally has shoulder spikes and a bunch of like spikes going down the back half of the body. Honestly, this figure is not very good, especially for a Stegosaurus. Next we have C tier for the Dracorex, which again, this looks like a Stygimoloch, which yes, Dracorex and Stygimoloch may both just be a juvenile Pachycephalosaurus, but even then they still look kind of different, so yeah, I still gave this one C tier, though this one is nicer than the preview two in my opinion. Next we have S tier for the Tiger Shark. It's kind of hard to mess up a shark, so I'd hope they get this one in S tier. Next we have C tier for the Raptor, which I'm not a big fan of this figure. It just looks like a worse version of the Jurassic Park Raptors. And plus I'm tired of seeing these after Mattel has released at least like 8,000 of these things. Next we have the Titanus, which personally I think the Titanus is pretty nice actually. Though there are a few things that I think could have been done a little bit better, and also I've seen better in other Titanus figures, but this one right here is pretty nice. Next we have S tier for the Smilodon. I really like the Smilodon figure. In fact, it's one of my favorites from this lineup. Next we have B tier for this thing, which is weird. It's Trimetrodon, like not Dimetrodon, except the D's replaced with a T. From what I was able to find of this thing, it's literally, I don't think it's a real animal, but the other interpretations I've seen of this in the descriptions I've found literally just say it's a Dimetrodon, but adapted for dry, deserty climates. And yeah, this would have been much better if they just removed the sail and just marketed it as a Megalania. But yeah, as a Megalania, this would have gotten maybe like at least a low A tier, high B tier. But this, whatever this is, I just gave B tier. I'm really confused. Next we have B tier for this Liopleurodon. I want to like this figure, just it doesn't look like a Liopleurodon at all. And it's not really good at all, either. Next we move on to S tier with the Mammoth. This is actually the only figure I ended up getting. Don't know why, but I do like this figure, and it's been like my definitive Mammoth for quite a while now. And it's really nice just generally. And these figures are actually pretty bulky as well. They're like solid. But anyways, next we have A tier for the Triceratops. But I remember seeing this when I did see these in stores. The Triceratops looked way better, and now looking at it again, it's actually not as good as I remember it, but still gets A tier. Next we have D tier for this green T-Rex. It's really not that good. And I gave the same ranking to the red T-Rex, which I think the red one looks a little bit cooler, but still not my favorite thing. Next, this Abomination gets F tier. At least the second one, the face looks nice. The first one, though, is just completely hideous. It's literally just marketed as a Cyber Gorilla. I mean, Cyber Kong. Just no. Honestly, when are they going to add this to the Monsterverse? I want to see Kong face this thing. But anyways, B tier for the Parasaurolophus. Honestly, this one isn't half bad. It's just kind of generic, and also the arms look really weird. Like, they have literally no meat on them. But anyways, next we move on to S tier for the Styracosaurus. This is part of one of the newer sets, so this is one of the newer figures, and when I see this, I might actually have to get this, because I love this thing. I want to get, like, a bunch of them and just repaint them as the Dinosaur King Styracosaurus. I really like this figure. Next, we have E tier for this Carnotaurus, which actually took me quite a while to try to find this, because there was, like, this figure released on its own, and then in a set with another figure, which I actually had to find a video of someone reviewing the set to find the name of this one and the next one. But I actually had this marketed as I thought it was either a Carnotaurus or an Allosaurus, and well, it's a Carnotaurus, but it doesn't look too well. Well, it doesn't look too good. But anyways, the next one, which I originally saw this figure, I thought that it was just, they're going for just a generic Theropod, and I was just going to market it, well, list it as Torvosaurus, which honestly, if this was a Torvosaurus figure, I think this would be pretty nice. But, No, it's supposed to be a Giganotosaurus. Literally nothing about this looks like a Giganotosaurus. So, yeah, D tier. Though to tell the truth, this one and the Carnotaurus are literally just rip-offs of the Jurassic World Rogersaurus that was released with Dominion. Literally, if you look at the body and the action feature, which is literally identical, the only difference is that they changed the head and they gave it worse colorations. I believe they also gave it screw holes on the other side. This is just, in the Carnotaurus, are just kind of horrible. But anyways, here's the ranking of all the figures. But, yeah, that's it for the Jurassic Clash / Primal Clash tier list. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.